Pleased to welcome Idris Elba back to this program. The former star of The Wire is a popular new addition to the hit NBC comedy The Office. More on that in a moment. You can also catch him starring April 25th and 24th, that is, in the new film Obsessed. The film also stars Beyonce, here now seen from Obsessed. I'm going to let you explain that. you want to explain that, sir?
What you just saw, you know, Ali Larter, the beautiful Ali Larter, plays a character that falls in love, I guess, or falls in obsession for my character. I play, you know, a man that's climbing the ambition ladder, married to the beautiful Beyonce's character, and he hires someone for the day. And it's Ali's character, and she falls in love with my character, and that's it. That's how it works.
All right, so you trying to tell me that you didn't do nothing?
Yeah, well, no, exactly.
She just fell in love with you.
You know, it was the charm, and it was a little bit of, you know, a pat on the shoulder at the wrong time.
Yeah.
But nothing went down.
Yeah. When I saw that, and it's impossible to miss, but when I saw the billboard, before I knew you would come on the show, all around town, you see the billboard of the three of you. You can tell by the pose on the billboard that something's going down. So the studio did a really good job of letting the billboard give you a pretty good idea what the movie's about.
Story, yeah.
And the only question I had was, a la Fatal Attraction, whether or not Idris had done anything to bring this on himself. That's all I wanted to know. What did the brother do to make this go down?
I would love to tell you, but if I told you, I'd give away the plot. I mean, you know, it's definitely, you know, this guy, you know, he's feeling himself a little bit. Yeah. You know, he's married, and he lets, I guess, his ego take over a little bit. Yeah. And that's what happens.
Are there certain, I want to ask, how do I want to ask this? Are there certain persons who you have had or hope to have the opportunity to work with that you are confident that when you look back on your career years from now, you'll be glad, or you'll see as major benchmarks the fact that you worked with this person, that person? I really want to work with this person. I'm glad I did, because in the body of my work, I want to be able to say that I worked with Pacino, De Niro, whoever it may be, Beyonce, you tell me.
Yeah. I think, you know, this is a good question, because there have been many influences in my career, from the first casting director to give me a job in New York, who I can then say now, she helped me move forward. In terms of other performers, when I did American Gangster, I worked with both Ridley Scott and Denzel Washington, and those are two people that were on my list of people that I admired and that I'd love to work with. So I got two of them out in one shot on that film. Moving forward, you know, there were a few directors. I mean, of course, the Spielbergs of the world, the Martin Scorseses, the Spike Lees of the world, you know, these are directors that but as we move forward, there are some undiscovered new talent people that are arising, just like I am, and I want to put them on my list to work with. Yeah.
I'm curious now as to how you think you make the transition from rising new talent to becoming a household name, because a whole lot of folk in this business, I mean, everybody in this business wants the same thing. They know that at some point they're going to be a rising talent, and the hope and the dream is to get to a point where you are a household name. What has to happen for you, that you can control at least, to get to this place?
I think it needs to come to a point where I'm actually making the choices of the films. I make those choices, but understand that, you know, Obsessed will lead to something else that is because of Obsessed, or because of the success of Obsessed, or because of, you know, how Beyonce, who is a world icon, is in that film. Those things are going to contribute to me moving on to the next project. But when I get to a stage where it really isn't about the success of my last film, it's about my audience recognizing Idris is in this film, or Idris is a part of this film. That's something that, you know, he represents a brand, or he represents a story that I want to see. Then that's, I think, one of the, you know, that's when I know I'm transitioning from new emerging talent to someone who owns their own space.
Obviously, getting a chance to talk to actors on this program all the time, rather, every night. Some on their way, as you said, to becoming stars, others who have long since been there. And everybody has a different philosophy about whether the strategy ought to be to get as much work as you can, with almost little regard to what that work is. Just get work, get seen. And there are others who are like, you know what, you may work less, but it's really about the choices of film and theater and television roles that you make that will decide whether or not you get to this point. It's about the choices that you make.
It is definitely about the choices,
Yeah.
but it's also about staying viable within that marketplace. And it's tough, you know, and I hate the term black actor. I hate that, but it's tough for black actors because we are living in an economy we're struggling. Everyone's struggling. So, you know, now we have to make choices based on can we eat or not. And we've always had to do that because it's been less work. So if you can find a way to stay viable in the marketplace at the same time, make the right choices that help your career move forward, then you're in a win. And not everyone gets that opportunity. I've been lucky to have that, but I think variety is the key.
Well, I figure, speaking of variety, I figure with Obsessed and The Office, your mortgage should be covered for the next few months. you should be okay on the mortgage at least.
I think I'll be all right for the next 6 months.
Tell me about The Office and your role here now.
You know, The Office is a treat. It came through to us. Can
you see this, Jonathan? How well can you see this button he's wearing? Oh, good. That's pretty good. So now that we are approaching the 100-day mark,
right?
How long are you going to wear the button?
Well, you know. I think the button is, you know, it's my sign of solidarity. I'm just, you know, very proud of the whole thing. You know, I know the 100 days are on us now, and the support is still there, 100%. I mean, 100%. When we supported him going into office, I'm supporting him while he's there. You know.
How are your fans, friends, relatives viewing this in those parts of the world where you're from?
Well, you know, my parents live in England. The rest of the family are, you know, the majority of them in Africa. And, you know, I mean, just like, you know, flag flying and, you know, as if they were there right there at the inauguration. My dad was on the phone with me. It's like, I cannot believe this. He's in tears. Obama was just in England, and it's really ironic because my dad, I don't know where he got this. Maybe you might have to find this fact out. But apparently Obama said that his favorite show was The Wire. And I was like, really? And my dad called me up. He was really excited about that. Yeah. He said, your boy loves you, man. I said, oh, okay.
Now the true story about why he's wearing the button. The truth always comes out, doesn't it? President likes The Wire, like The Wire, and that's why we wearing him. He ain't supporting Obama. We like the button because we like him because he likes us. I get it now. Anyway, we like Idris Elba. He's been back on this show a couple times now. You can see him everywhere. Obsessed with Beyonce in movie theaters, of course. April 24th, and The Office. All these The titles. The Office, The Wire.
I know.
The Star, Idris Elba. Nice to have you on the program.
Thank you, boss.
Good to see you.
You too.
That's our show for tonight. Catch me on the weekends on PRI, Public Radio International. You can access our radio podcast through our website at pbs.org, and I'll see you back here next time on PBS. Until then, good night from LA. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the faith.